This is an event put on by the Sierra Club. It's drawing attention to our environment, how fragile it is, and how we need to really pay attention. At the moment, I'm with Mark Lomond, and Mark is from Port Basque, Newfoundland and Labrador, and he's going to tell us his experience with what happened to him. Mark.
Okay, well, in 2022, Hurricane Fiona hit our province, and it was centered on my hometown of Port Basque. And when it struck, it was not like any storm anyone had experienced there before. There were many homes washed away, many homes damaged beyond repair, and even my parents' next door neighbor, she lost her life when her house was swept away. So there was a lot of destruction, and my family lost 5 homes in our family, including both my grandparents' homes that were in the family for 97 years plus, and the other was 113 years. I lost my fishing stage and my hunting gear and fishing boat and stuff. And basically, the hurricane really split up our community. A lot of people were neighbors and people that you would just see coming and going from your home every day. You just don't see anymore because everyone moved to different parts of town and got spread out. Family members who were elderly who needed to go, they lost their home, but they had to go into assisted living facilities. There was no room in town, so they had to go hundreds of kilometers away to other towns. So not only did they lose their home, they lost, their community and their support and everything. So by having to move so far away, the life ring the Sierra Club has on exhibit here was attached to the front of my fishing stage, and really it was one of the only things that was left after the storm that I could find from the stage. So yeah.
It's devastating what happened to you and your community, your family, the lives lost.
Yeah.
So much lost.
Yeah, it's when you see it on the news, it doesn't really, different places, it doesn't really do it justice of what's going on. I watch a lot of the news, and to see the national in my hometown, in my neighborhood with everything in shambles was a real eye opener. And it was difficult for sure.
And I'm sure a lot of your friends, neighbors, family is still recovering, and perhaps you'll never recover from the trauma of
No,
event.
I don't think a lot of people will never recover. Like I said, some people might not even live in town ever again because there's nowhere to live there. And a lot of this stuff you can't, you're not allowed to rebuild back none of it either. So,
No, because the history is just disappeared.
yeah. A lot of people lost, all their families, photo albums, home videos, keepsakes from, loved ones. And yeah, it was definitely, it was unexpected. We get a lot of storms and warnings saying, low-lying areas should, move to higher ground and that, but we get, from my part of Newfoundland, we get a lot of those every year. And I'm not saying people didn't take it seriously, but it wasn't enough for people to pack up their belongings, and no one was expecting their home to be gone. No.
Well, I'm very sorry for the loss of so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish you all the best in your recovery, and for everyone to sort of carry on.
Yes, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for telling us your story, Mark.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because I've not heard stories like that myself. You're right about the mainstream media not capturing the,
it's hard to
the
understand.
pain and devastation. It is beyond word.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of them got money for their homes, and it was more than their homes were worth, but still not enough to buy back.
Oh no.
Rebuild, right? So,
And they probably couldn't rebuild where they were familiar.
well, no, they made everybody sell all the land around it. The government bought it all, and I'm not allowed to rebuild back
No.
my stage or nothing.
Are you a fisherman?
No, not commercial fishermen.
No.
Just recreational. I do a lot of hunting and fishing. We'll take people out and stuff. But yeah, no, we're not allowed to rebuild any of it. Even though I didn't get any compensation for it because it used to belong to an old commercial fisherman, and it was like 70 years old, and I didn't have no paperwork saying it was mine or what was there or anything, so no compensation for my boat and all that stuff either. Right? So yeah.